InkDifferent Studio. Pick up your brush today.
Welcome to the InkDifferent Studio. This is Fiona. I would like to also welcome you to our Chinese calligraphy course, a captivating journey into one of the most ancient and respected forms of artistic expression. Chinese calligraphy is not just an art. It is profound cultural heritage, recognized globally for its artistic and historical value. This course will offer you an opportunity to delve into the elegance and depth of Chinese calligraphy, exploring its unique blend of written language and visual art. But this is not all. Chinese calligraphy is renowned for its therapeutic benefits, enhancing calmness, reducing stress, and improving mindfulness through the rhythmic motion in brush movements. These benefits make it not only a cultural exploration, but also a practice in mindfulness and personal tranquility. Our course will feature the classic Chinese text, the 1,000-character classic, 千字文. This text is not only a cornerstone for Chinese calligraphy training, but also a rich source of history and philosophy, making it perfect for both beginners and seasoned enthusiasts. The 千字文, translated as the 1,000-character classic, is a unique Chinese poem used as the premier for teaching Chinese characters to children. It is renowned for its ingenious composition, wherein none of its 1,000 characters are repeated. Composed by Zhou Xingsi during the Southern and Northern Dynasty, around the 6th century, the text is not just a linguistic tool, but also a collection of moral and philosophical teachings. The 1,000-character classic has been used traditionally in Confucian teaching, providing a fundamental literacy resource that also encapsulates essential elements of Chinese culture and wisdom. Each line consists of 4 characters, with the lines grouped into sections for easier memorization. The content covers a wide range of topics, from the basics of the cosmos and the natural world to the principles of human conduct as the fundamental of statecraft. This text not only helps in learning Chinese characters, but also in appreciating the depth and breadth of Chinese literary tradition and cultural values. It has been an important educational text in China and other Eastern Asian countries, influenced by classical Chinese culture. Join us as we trace the strokes of history and artistry in our journey. Whether you're looking to broaden your artistic skills or immerse yourself in cultural heritage, this course promises to be both educational and enriching. Also, do not forget to follow this channel for our regular course updates. In our first session, you will find a more detailed explanation of the required material. Please refer to that for additional information. If you're in need of art supplies, feel free to visit my shop. I personally curate each product with care, ensuring that they meet high-quality standards. Rest assured, I only endorse the items that I wholeheartedly stand behind, drawing from my extensive art training and experiences since the age of 5. So, if you require such supplies, please consider supporting me. With your help, I will be able to create more comprehensive and improved courses in the future. You can find the shop link in the description below. Today, we're going to continue with the learning and writing of the 1,000-character classic. What are the new characters of today? Let's go find out. The character Jian first appeared in the bronze script. Initially, it has the metal radical Jin, but later it adopted the blade radical Ren, or the knife radical Dao. The other component of this character represented its phonetic sound. This character means sword, specifically a double-edged sword. The culture of sword in China has a long and extensive history. Before the establishment of the Han Dynasty, the iron sword was a tool for self-defense and was therefore quite commonly carried. During the Han Dynasty, when the salt and iron economy flourished, iron swords became even more widespread.
From emperors and nobles to scholars and literati, many wore long swords. At this time, the sword was both a weapon and an accessory. Wearing a sword could display one's status and also reflects a martial spirit. The so-called wandering scholar with a sword was a fashionable trend of the time, and countless people loved to wear and wield swords. This character has a left-right structure. The character hao originally means to yell or to howl. It is composed of a left side that has a mouth on top and an instrument on the bottom, suggesting the use of an instrument to alert people. The right side represents a tiger, relating to its meaning associated with the howling of animals. In this context, the character has an inferred meaning, which is called or named. The simplified character of hao has a top-bottom structure, but the traditional one has a left-right structure. The character ju was originally a pictograph of a person standing with legs spread apart, holding a tool that resembles the character gong, a ruler used to draw right angles. In its evolution, the depiction of the person changed slightly with an additional line. Eventually, the person separated from the tool, but the hand remained attached, becoming a half-circle shape. The depiction of the person was abandoned during the Han Dynasty, and since then, the structure has remained either in the gong shape or in the fang shape that looks like a box covered on 3 sides. This character ju originally meant right angles, but this meaning is now represented by the related character ju. Today, ju refers to big or great. The character que means watchtower, defense tower, or gap that can also mean deficiency or lack. The outside of this character is its radical, which suggests its relationship with the gate, and the inside jue represents its sound. The character que has always been associated with architectural structures, such as watchtowers or gates, signifying defense and surveillance. Its function evolved from initially being an architectural structure that displayed majesty and served for watchkeeping to becoming a decorative building that showcased social status, distinguished ranks, and emphasized ritual and propriety, thus acquiring a profound cultural significance. This character has a surrounding structure. In summary, jian is sword, hao means named, called. Ju Que refers to a famous sword. In ancient China, swords were not only weapons, but also symbols of power, honor, and nobility. The character jian refers to a double-edged sword, often associated with warriors and heroes in Chinese history and mythology. Ju Que is one of the famous swords in Chinese history and legend. It is often mentioned alongside other legendary swords, and it symbolizes exceptional craftsmanship and power. Ju Que is renowned for its sharpness and strength. In the 1,000-character classic, the phrase 剑号巨阙 uses this cultural reference to teach about historical artifacts and their significance. By mentioning Ju Que, the text highlights the importance of knowing about famous historical items and their stories. Now, let's explore how these characters are written in the 3 scripts. I will start by practicing with you on the water writing cloth, and then I will demonstrate using ink and raw rice paper.
As we wrap up our session, I hope you found it enjoyable and insightful. If you have any questions, comments, or simply want to share your thoughts, don't hesitate to leave me a message. If you find this session informative, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on our future sessions. Discover, learn, and create with us as we bring the best of Chinese culture to the world. Join us at InkDifferent Studio, where art meets heritage. Thank you so much for joining us, and until next time.
For more information, check us out at inkdifferentstudio.com.